What's going on, Birdland? Look, I know we're all probably thinking that this season and this offseason already is an absolute failure because we lost Corbin Burns. I'm kind of here to give you a little bit of positivity just to kind of reassure you that it's not all doom and gloom. Does it suck? Sure. The current guys are pretty decent, and we're going to go over all this here. Would it have been nice to retain Corbin Burns? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. But the guys on the current roster can still lead this team to the playoffs. Let's dive into it. Listen, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it's going to be easy to replace Corbin Burns' 2.92 ERA last year. But, you know, some of the things that Corbin brought to this was stability to the starting rotation. You know, get every fifth day he was out there, 6, 7, sometimes 8 innings, spelling the bullpen and all. That's the hardest part that's going to be replaced by Corbin Burns. They don't have that guy right now until the season plays out that can do that on a consistent basis. To me, that's the biggest blow. You know, it wasn't the strikeouts. You know, it's just what he did at the top end of that rotation. But we need to look at some of the other guys and what they have done from 23 to 24 and how they improved. And do I think they're going to improve again going into 25, leaving this rotation in a pretty decent spot? Did they take a step back? Yeah, but I still think they're in a decent spot. In 2023, you know, the Orioles' biggest problem was pretty much the starting rotation. You know, they had 192 innings out of Kyle Gibson, and then Kyle Bradish was pretty much the workhorse of that rotation. But then after that, I mean, you know, Grayson was okay. Grayson had a 4.35. You kind of expected that with his age. The bullpen, though, was utterly outstanding. Fast forward to 2024 here, and Corbin Burnes came and solidified that rotation. But, you know, Grayson had a better season, even though he didn't finish it. You know, Dean Kramer had a better season. We had the emergence of Albert Suarez. Albert Suarez kind of took the spot of what Tyler Wells did in 2023. And then, you know, the start of the season, Cole Irvin was really good, to be honest with you. And then he just kind of fell off a cliff. But they brought in Cade Povich. He started off kind of shaky. He finished the season extremely well. Now, what I like about this year's rotation is Sagano. Now, Sagano and Eflin are kind of the same guy. They throw strikes, they pound the zone, they attack you. They don't fiddle around outside the zone and look for swing and miss. No, they're gonna put it in there, and they want you to put the ball in play. You know, that's good for the defense. It's good for the bullpen. That can help you get guys deeper into ball games. I don't know if a lot of you guys remember, but there was a long time in the mid 2010 era where our starters really struggled just to go 5 innings. You know, nowadays that's kind of almost the norm, but I still like to see our guys go 6. And I feel like Grayson, Eflin, and Sagano are going to be those 3 guys that are more times than not going to go into the 6th inning for you. That will lessen the blow for Corbin Burns. You know, last year it was kind of just Burns consistently doing it. But now, if you have 2 or 3 guys doing it, that's going to be just as good. What do I expect in 2025, though? Now, when I look at the numbers from 23 to 24 with Dean Kramer, you know, the ERA was kind of the same, right at 4.12, 4.10. The big difference for me, in 2023, Dean Kramer had given up 27 home runs. This past year, only 18. So he got better. Now, the K rates are a little different. He had 157 in 23 and 123 in 24, but he had made 8 less starts. Remember, Dean was hurt for a little while here last year. We went through that lull where we were kind of really hoping to get back. We had Dean out. We had Danny Coulomb out. We had Jacob Webb out. And we had really struggled in 2024 with a lot of injuries. But what I like about that, right? So Dean took a next step. I look for Dean to take another step in 2025. Get them home runs down, maybe another 2. Get you down to 16. Get you back up into about 160, 165 strikeouts. Stay at the 4 ERA. Obviously go lower if you can. But as a 4-man in the rotation, having a 4 ERA is really good, in my opinion. Really good. if he becomes the fifth man, a 4 ERA is really good. Just go out there and do your job. 2023, Grayson Rodriquez, a 4.35 ERA, 129 strikeouts and 23 starts. 2024, he only made 20 starts. Now, that ERA went down to a 3.86. Again, he made a next step. Now, he had 130 strikeouts, so his strikeouts went up in less starts. Lower ERA, more strikeouts, and the average went down too. Opponents in 2023 were hitting almost 260 against him. This past year here, 243. So you saw a young Grayson Rodriquez make a step from 23 to 24. We can assume he's going to do the same in 2025, right? Right. So the rotation now is better, in my opinion, than it was in 2023 when they won 100 games. Is the starting rotation as good as it was in 2024 this next year without Corbin Burnes? I'd be a fool to say yes, but it's not as a giant step back as some people are making it out to be. Sagano's going to provide a lot of stability in this rotation. Again, throwing strikes, going after guys, weak contact in the zone. It's going to induce a lot of double plays. There's a lot to like about him. Zach Eflin, same thing. Doesn't walk many guys. You know, he's going to get you to put the ball in play. He's going to have a lot of weak contact. These are good things that the Orioles can build off of. Now, it all rides on the offense, in my opinion. It all rides on the offense. The pitching staff is going to be good enough to make the postseason. Can they stack the bullpen with the right people? And can the guys consistently hit in the second half into the postseason? But you guys let me know. I mean, do you think that this season is a wash without Corbin Burnes? Or are you kind of like, okay, the shock hit, and now I realize that this team won 100 games without Corbin Burnes, and you know they've statistically gotten better from 23 to 24. They should do it again in 24 to 25, barring any injury. Are you not as concerned after the kind of initial shock wore off today? Let me know down in the comments section below. I'll catch you guys later.